every menu in every restaurant. Otherwise, just ask your server, they can explain you and serve you that. It's really delicious, it's very, very common around here. And as well, fish food. This is octopus with potatoes, baked octopus with potatoes, one of my favorite things. So, as I mentioned, like fishermen love to go in early in the morning to catch fish, and they are selling that on the market in the morning, and they're serving fresh fish. Here in Croatia, we like fresh food, local food, natural food. So it's probably, and also not spicy food. So if you like more spicy food, probably for you it's not going to be that spicy. So and as well meat. We also are big meat lovers. So here we love to eat a lot. And in the case you want to try everything by little, you can order in restaurant like a meat plate or fish plate, and they're going to serve you different kind of specialties on one plate. It's great if you're traveling in a group or a big family, you can share something like that to try more of the Croatia. And about the drinks, of course, food and drinks goes very well together. Right behind the Dubrovnik, there's that hill, and behind the hill, there's a valley full of little old villages, and they are producing wine, cheese, prosciutto, olive oil, also around here. So there's lots of fields of olives and vineyards. So because of these hills, it's perfect to grow vineyards, and also the climate, Mediterranean climate. So around here, if you're a wine lover, go and try do some wine tasting. You can either book a tour with a Shorex, or outside you're going to find tours. They can take you on these wine tours. It's really beautiful. They're going to take you to the old villages with the old stone houses where they are still producing all these local products. So the food is really fresh and local, and the wine is really amazing. And another thing that is really popular around here is rakia. Anybody ever tried rakia? Okay, so this is really, it's an alcohol drink. It contains a lot of alcohol. Tomorrow we're running in the morning, so be careful how you drink it. Don't drink it on your empty stomach. Probably gonna make you very dizzy and happy and crazy. So it's usually served in those little cups, and it's made out of different kind of flavors, like herb flavors, walnut flavors, fruit flavors. It's really delicious. It's a great like a appetizer to evoke your appetite before lunch or something like that. It's really delicious. But yeah, be careful how you drink it. Don't drink too much of that. As well, you're gonna find it in a souvenir store. It's a great souvenir to get home, a little drink in those little cups. And as well, beer. As you can see, Croatians love to drink a lot. So if you like all kind of drinks, you're gonna enjoy Croatia. They really offer all kind of variety of drinks. Like we got a lot of local breweries around that, especially lately, become very, very popular. And do you have any Game of Thrones fans? Yeah, only one, two, okay. I'm a big fan of Game of Thrones, and tomorrow we're all gonna be in King's Landing. Isn't that exciting? Wow. So all Dubrovnik used as a template for King's Landing. Of course, they put some animation inside, but all this is King's Landing. And trust me, all the scenes from King's Landing were filmed right here in Dubrovnik. I took a tour, and our tour guide, she was on a set when they were filming Game of Thrones. She said the actors were so nice and friendly, and of course they look for a lot of people to help them with the filming, and everybody was so happy to be there on the set and to help them with the filming. And if you take a Game of Thrones, if you're a Game of Thrones fan, take a Game of Thrones tour. You're gonna love it. I've been on a tour and it's amazing. They're gonna take you in all these scenes where they filmed Game of Thrones. Is really amazing, and they're gonna tell you a history about Dubrovnik, and it's actually very similar to like a story of King's Landing as well. Like you remember probably that Lannisters, they were always drinking wine. Actually, in the history of Dubrovnik, around 16th century, where like in a Renaissance, and so the citizens, Dubrovnik was a kingdom. And they were very rich because they were ruled by Venetians. They got a lot of money, and they were always scared that that somebody gonna attack them, and somebody else gonna own the city. So that's why they built the big walls. And as well, they were so scared that they were scared to drink water. They think that water is contaminated. So the government in Dubrovnik, they gave every citizen of Dubrovnik a half of liter of wine per day, even the kids. So they were all drinking wine, just like Lannisters and King's Landing. So there's a lot of connection. It's really funny and interesting. So if you want to learn more about that, definitely take a tour. Game of Thrones, it's really interesting. You're going to see all these places, how it was filmed and where it was filmed. Like this is Jesuit staircases. They're right in the middle of Dubrovnik. And there's where the scene Shane was filmed, if you remember that. Or when they're taking Marcella as well. This is a Fort Lovriena, so you can go ahead and visit Fort as well. If you took a tour, they will take you to this fort. Otherwise, you can also go and explore this fort. It's right next to the city as well. So this is some more scenes from Game of Thrones. But as I said, if you're a big fan, definitely go ahead and visit that tour. And right before I tell you about Croatian currency and some more important and very interesting things, let me just go one more time back on this, what I actually do on board. I think it's never enough of letting you know about our Cruise Next deposit, because it's your money saver. So when you get a deposit to book your future cruise, so you're getting a deposit, putting down deposit to book another cruise. Let's say you go with $1,000 deposit. Right away, I'm going to give you $500 onboard credits today on your account. So whatever is on your balance, whatever the money you spend this cruise on this ship, this credit will cover that balance. And the remaining credit as well will be good until the end of the cruise. In the case you didn't spend that money, like what if I prepaid everything, I didn't spend anything on board, what should I do with credit? Don't you worry, you will not lose your credit. In that case, credit will minus the charge of deposit. So instead of paying $1,000, you're going to pay only $500, but you still have $1,000 for the future cruise. I put these yellow flyers all around this room, so you can go ahead and check there. Over there, we already reduced the price, so we show you what hits your credit card, what do you get to book another cruise. Very, very simple. So with $1,000, you're going to get 4 certificates of $250. So $1,000 is divided in 4 certificates of $250. You can use one certificate, which is $250, on inside or ocean view. If you're booking a balcony, you can use 2 certificates, 2 times $250, if you're booking balcony or higher. So if I go with a $1,000 deposit, that will be good for my 2 balcony rooms or 4 inside rooms, or 2 inside rooms and 1 balcony. You don't have to let us know when and where you're going to cruise and what type of cabin you're going to book. That money will sit on your Latitude account for next 4 years. So deposits are good for 4 years. With them, you can book any cruise that is 6 days or longer for next 4 years. You can book through any travel agency, you can book through any travel website like Expedia, Vacations to Go, you name it, you can still book your cruise. Very simple how it works. As well, if you're a casino at sea player, as well you can use this deposits to cover your charges of port fees and taxes. So very simple how it works. Definitely get your deposit today. I'm going to stay here after to answer your questions and to help you in case you want to fill out the form right away. So as well as I said, with our double up promotion, now you can use 2 certificates when you're booking balcony or higher. So it's a great deal, it's amazing. In case you know you're going to come back to cruise with us, definitely get your deposit. It's going to save you a lot of money. And one more thing, a Norwegian Cruise Line credit card. Also, you're going to see the flyers. Those blue ones are for Norwegian credit card. If you are a US citizen, you can go ahead and apply for the card. There's no international fee, there's no interest fee. It's great for traveling. I wish I could get it, but I'm Croatian. But if you're American and you want to save also some more money, get your credit card as well. For every dollar spent, you're getting points. You can redeem points for cash, gift cards, all kind of good things. Just come to see us in our office and we can give you a form to fill it out. So definitely, it's coming the end of the cruise, you need to pay those bills, get a credit card. Very simple. And as well as I promised, I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about Croatia. Do I have anybody here who's been with me in KOTOR presentation? Oh yeah, very good. I believe you remember some of these words. Did you try to tell outside the locals some of these words? Yeah, what did you say? Fala, very good, very simple. Yeah, it's very simple, and the locals love that. So if you wanna feel more like a local, definitely just learn a couple of words. It's very simple. So I want you all to repeat after me. So that's the best way to learn some of this beautiful Croatian language. Just one more thing, probably gonna sound to you like Russian. It's a Slavic-based language, so it sounds like Russian or one of those languages. It's Croatian. So to say hello, we would say bok. Good morning, dobro jutro. Good afternoon, dobar dan. Goodbye, doviđenja. Thank you, hvala. Please, molim. You're good. That wasn't that easy, right? Very simple. Give yourself a round of applause. You're very good. Yes. Like you're a master in Croatian language as well. So yeah, locals love those. If you at least say hvala, which is very simple, like thank you, they're gonna love that. They're really gonna appreciate that. And as well, one more thing that's very important. I got lots of questions about that. Was the currency in Croatia? So all the sports we've been using euros. Croatia is part of European Union, but we still don't like to use euros here. We still use our own currency, which is Croatian kuna. But if you still have euros, don't you worry, you can still use them outside. Most of the restaurants, bars, souvenir stores, they're gonna have price displayed in euros, and you can still pay in euros. But if you're using public transportation, they're gonna ask you for kunas. Or if you got a credit card, that's also good, and then most of the places they accept credit cards. If you're using taxi, you can use euros as well. So taxis, restaurants, bars, souvenir stores, they accept euros. But kunas only in some specific place, they might be still willing to get only kunas. So it's good to have some cash in the pocket, but if you're using your credit card, you're probably gonna be good. So just to give you a conversion rate, 1 euro, so 1 euro is 7.5 kunas. So 1 euro is 7.5 kunas, and 1 US dollar is 6 kunas. 1 US dollar is 6 kunas. So you can exchange money to kunas right outside of the ship in a port. There's a big exchanging office. There is also ATM machines. If you're using ATM machine, they will give you kunas. Maybe, if you want to, you can get kunas, but I don't think it's necessary. If you're planning to just circle around Old City and use taxi, then you're gonna be good with euros. But just in case you get lost, get 50 kunas. There's a map of Dubrovnik in the back. Yeah, and so you're gonna see all these faces are the people who actually were here to fight for Croatia. Like Croatia is to be a kingdom. Croatia got a big history, lots of wars going on here all the time, so very boring. But yeah, all these people are big politicians and people who are here that actually make Croatia look as it is today. And in the back of every monetary is a map of one of the biggest cities in Croatia, like a map of Dubrovnik or like a little map or any other big city. So in the behind of 50 kunas is Dubrovnik. So yeah, just in case you get lost. Well, that was it for me. In the case you got any other questions, I'm gonna stay here around. Right after me, my colleague from Medispa will do her presentation, so I'm gonna be right there in the back to answer all your questions. And as well, I got a forms here. Fill out your form for deposit. Today is a C day. Everybody will queuing up in front of our office. So do it right here. Since I'm here, I'm gonna help you and explain you more as well. So enjoy your day tomorrow as well. One more thing, today at noon we're gonna have future cruise presentation. So don't you want to come back and cruise with us again? So come and see us. We're gonna show you the video. So for new ships, we got a brand new ships coming up. They're really exciting, lots of fun. So come to see us today at noon in the Bliss Lounge. Thank you so much and have an amazing day at sea.